Fox's Pride was set up about 10 years ago. In fact, it's our 10th birthday this year. And it was set up in response to Leicester City not taking part in the Rainbow Laces campaign. Myself and Gareth, my co-founder, both kind of complained to the club about this, and the club proactively brought us together and said, right, do something about it. And that's where Fox's Pride came from. Which obviously since then we've had some really good growth and worked really closely with lots of other people. So really proud of where we've come.
As a group, we have 4 aims. So we want to work with the club to challenge homophobia in the sport. We want to work with other supporters groups as well. We want to promote inclusivity in football, and we want to make sure that absolutely everybody is welcome. So we do that by making sure that everybody knows that we exist, that we're there. We will let people know the regular socials that we have going on. We'll put on special events. We have a very, very popular quiz that we put on every single year. Everyone's invited to the AGM. We've had tours of the football ground, we've had tours of the stadium, the training centre, all sorts of things going on. But it's mainly by making people aware that we're there to support them if they need any help at all.
So we've got about 260 members at the moment. And around the year we do lots of different events and things like that. So for example, we have an annual quiz night. This year we raised £2,500, which we kind of raise funds for our work, but also supported the Leicestershire LGBTQ+ Centre, which we were really proud of. We also try and create a safe space for people. So we know that when people maybe hear LGBT-phobic abuse at the games or things like that, sometimes they contact us as well as the club so that we can help them to report it. So yeah, we do loads of stuff throughout the year. We have a big presence at Leicester Pride every year, and we're increasingly starting to work on other local Pride events as well. So last year we were at Hinckley and we had a little presence, I think it was at Ashby Pride as well.
Fox's Pride has been really important to me. I've been a member for years, but it actually probably helped me get over that barrier of becoming a season ticket holder, knowing there are other like-minded fans. It really helped me to know that there were other people like me in football. Like I've been going since I was a kid, but I didn't always know there were other LGBT fans. So it's really created a community and a safe space that I can be myself.
Football versus homophobia is really important because it focuses the mind around football. Football is not a safe place for LGBTQ+ people, particularly the men's game. I have to say the women's game is much better, but it's not a safe place. You still hear homophobic abuse on the terraces. You still hear things being chanted, and you still hear people feeling that they can't come. So while that's still an issue, it's really important that we kind of work together with Leicester City, with other partners to help players, to help staff, to help stewards, to help other fans realise that using LGBT-phobic abuse day-to-day at a game just isn't acceptable. So that's why it matters, and that's why we're doing what we're doing.
Football versus homophobia is an opportunity to put forward and make sure to educate people about the fact that there's still a need for awareness of LGBT issues in football, either as a player or in the crowd, or just even the people online that are supporting it. And campaigns like Football versus Homophobia give you a chance to really get the message out. And then we want to try and keep that going though throughout the year. And we're working with the club as well to make sure it's not just a one-shot hit, but it's something that goes all the year round.
I think we've made a lot of progress. You know, we had 10 years of campaigns like Rainbow Laces, Football versus Homophobia. There's been a lot more visibility, and that slowly is beginning to change. But unfortunately, football's always a reflection of a society out there. And unfortunately, right now, society's in a very febrile place, and our hard-fought rights of equality, you know, I just want to go and be a football fan and enjoy football. But actually, we still need to educate, help make people be aware that LGBT fans have always been at football, and to make sure we continue to make it a safe place for all.
Ultimately, we want Fox's Pride to not need to exist. So we want any player that wants to come out to be able to do so without fear of losing sponsorship or losing fans or losing a lucrative deal to another country. We want all fans to be able to come to games and not have to worry about getting abuse, walking to and from the ground or in the ground. We want everyone to be able to enjoy football. And if you get upset, it's because of the football on the pitch, not because of anything you hear or how you're treated.
we're in our 10th birthday year, and I look back and I'm so proud of what we've achieved, from engaging with players on the men's and women's squad, engaging with fans across the fan base, and it's incredible when you see now in every state, every game, I see our badges on people, from young people to old, and I love that. I see we've made so much progress, but there's a lot more to do. Our stadium still doesn't look like our city. Leicester is a very ethnic majority city, and we've come a long way. I still remember being like the one brown lad in the 90s going certain away days as a youth. I see more people that look like our community, that represent our community. But we really need to carry on that progress to make sure the stadium feels safe for everyone, so they can truly embrace and love football as much as we do.
I want football, particularly men's football, to be a place where the LGBTQ plus fan can feel welcome, that they can build on that positive atmosphere and approach that's been taken across the women's game, and that we can see it not just for supporting your professional teams, but all the way down to the grassroots, working with parents, working with children, and let's make sure that any prejudice is wiped out. But homophobia is a thing of the past, and that's what we need. There's such a long way to go, and I can't wait. I'd love to be a part of making that happen.